Really big event, really exciting. And I learned so much, to be honest, really.
There are a lot of, talking about volunteering, to do or not to do and why to do, and are there any limits? Since you seem to be positive about volunteering, why to volunteer at this kind of big startup events?
Oh, that's a really good question, because there's like 1,000 reasons I could for sure go on. That's not for half an hour. I think it probably depends on person to person. I'm, for example, a person who really thrives off connection to other people. It gives me also just a lot of happiness. So for me, also just like volunteering is an experience or possibility to get in touch with new people, which I find super exciting. On the other hand, I think it's pretty amazing what the connections can mean for the future for you. The people you meet all have a history, all have done things, and all are planning on doing more things in the future. And if you manage to build the right connections, you can also be part of that. So on the one hand, like we can say, of course, there's all like fizzy, beautiful part of like connection and fun, and that's nice. But on the other hand, also just the hard facts of it can boost your career. So the one hand is just the happy part, and the other side is the hard business facts. And you learn so much, you grow, and you learn about yourself. And I think that's really important.
That was an interesting comment about learning about yourself. Would you please explain on that?
Yes. First of all, I think always when you come to a new environment, the feedback of others helps you maybe to understand yourself a little bit better. As I have lived also in Spain or in the Netherlands, people have reacted, I feel, to me in a different way than maybe here in Finland. And you always have a perception of yourself, but then there's also how other people perceive you. So it's really interesting to somehow compare this. Then on the other hand, you see what challenges you, and you also learn maybe what you don't want to do. You experience maybe situations or behavior or other things where you say like, you know what, that's just not my thing. And then on the other hand, you might discover passions that you didn't even know you had to keep on doing that. So I think on many different levels helps you to get to know yourself a little bit better.
And do you think there is a limit of what kind of person can be volunteer? I mean, professional wise, because sometimes I hear, hey, I'm now in between the jobs, but I'm already over 18. Can I still volunteer for some event?
Oh God, I think there probably never in your life. I mean, I can't say how things are when you're 30, 40 and so on, because I'm not so. But I don't think there's a limit to volunteering. I don't think that someone is made better for volunteering or less. Everybody has different capabilities. Of course, what you need to have when you want to volunteer is the willing to put in work and to understand that, and this is what makes volunteering, you do not get a financial compensation, but compensation on many other in many other ways. It doesn't matter if you're 25, if you're 16, if you feel that you're too young or if you feel too old, just do it. The people there are so diverse. And so far, I haven't experienced anything of anyone being judgy or not welcoming. It's the opposite. Everybody is really open.
I guess that's the best ad we can get for volunteering for different tribe events. And let me remind our listeners that till Monday, you can still send us an application for volunteering position to Tribe Core Team, because there are always small and big projects which need some extra hands. And at least you can meet me and Kaya. That's kind of compensates.
Tribe is so cool. Make sure to be part of it.
Probably that will be my last question, actually, about the community.
Oh, yes.
You told both offline and you told us now that you're fascinated by the community. What do you get here? What is so inspiring for you here?
Oh, what do I get here? Home, friends, people. I'm still waiting for you to introduce some cats into the space, because we have dogs occasionally. But sorry, I'm a cat person. I love the dogs. I nearly cried last time somebody brought their puppy. But bring some cats.
That was actually a reminder for the visitors of P47 co-working space that we're dog friendly. As long as your dog is well behaved, you can come with him or her to your meetings and our events.
Actually, please bring them. If you have a dog and he's kind, please bring him. We love it. I get from the community. No, it's really much true. I feel like I got something, like a feeling of home here when I arrived in Finland. I have to say, arriving as an international to Finland, it's not the easiest. When you do not arrive as a student who's immediately somehow thrown into a community of other students in form of Erasmus or so on, it's not the easiest to build connection, because it's fair to say that Finns are maybe a bit more distant in the beginning. So when I arrived to Tribe, I feel that right from the beginning, people were really open also to build some meaningful connections. And we're really seeking the exchange of experiences, of knowledge, but also just of who are you? How are you? I'm being asked all the time, how are you? But on the other hand, some of the things, the possibilities that already opened up to me, I never would have dreamt about this. I sometimes actually send emails back to my home university, telling them how things are going here and so forth. It's quite impressive of how much I actually was part already 4 weeks after arriving here. I volunteered in the Sustainability Startup Weekend. I volunteered at Stream. I got the possibility to work on other projects. I got really involved with Tribe. And I met really just some incredible people who I learned so much from already. So I think this is really what the community gives. On the one hand, just this feeling of belonging, the feeling of you can really do something. And apart from the cheesy stuff, which is so important to me, also just like amazing opportunities for the future when you think of your career also somehow.
Right. Thank you very much, Kaya, for having time for this interview, and thank you for sharing with us your opinion. At that point, I would say it would be good to remind our listeners that Tribecast is an independent media, and we're working here to give the free and independent, uncensored voice to different players of Tampere startup ecosystem, and sometimes not only Tampere. Thank you very much for the interview. Let's get back to work.
Thank you.
This was Tribecast episode 35, and my name is Marina. I did enjoy talking with my guests of this week, and next week I'll try to provide you with more food for thought with some more inspiring guests who will join us at our cozy studio at P47 co-working space. And for now, I wish you all to have a pleasant, relaxing weekend. Stay warm and tuned.